Here in Cow Hollow, and today we're checking out one of the more distinguished Edwardian homes here in the city. That's the perfect blend of upgraded and sophisticated charm. You're not gonna wanna miss this one. So you enter the house on the main floor into this grand foyer. And this is kind of like the centerpiece of this floor. You've got your formal dining room and your kitchen on this side and your family room over here. Now there's a couple of things that you'll notice in here. One of those things is just the overall scale of the rooms on this floor. You've got 10-foot ceilings, so everything down here feels very spacious. The second thing that you're gonna notice is the fact that this house was built in 1911. You're gonna notice some of the original pieces from this house. One of those pieces is parquet flooring. And this flooring, for you history buffs, was created back in 1684. And they made this flooring to replace marble floors because the marble floors required too much cleaning. Another thing that you're gonna notice is the crown molding and some of the recessed paneling on the walls. And then you've also got these posts. So you get a lot of that original charm that was built with the house that they kept throughout all the upgrades that they did here. Now these posts take you into the family room. Now the family room is on the street-facing side or the north side of the house. The high ceilings continue in here, so does the crown molding. You've got this beautiful big fireplace as the centerpiece or the focal point of the room with built-ins around it. Huge picture windows, and then obviously the characteristics or the charming stained glass up top. And you've also got this nice reading nook. The cool thing about these windows, all three of these windows, you're actually able to open. You're able to pop these open and get nice airflow, bring in some of the outside into inside, even in the family room. So I thought that was a nice touch and a nice feature, especially for a window of that size to be able to open like that. But just on the other side of the foyer is your formal dining area. You've got two built-ins and a bar area on this side. You'll notice the 3 wood beams in the ceiling, and you'll also notice the detailed woodwork in the walls. The space is very generous. You see that this is an 8-seated table. You can easily fit a 12-person table in this space. You've got the French doors that bring in a ton of light. Obviously, if you open those up, it gives you that indoor-outdoor vibe. And then just on the other side of this wall is your kitchen. But before we head to the kitchen, let's head outside. So you step out into the backyard, and this deck has been completely redone. Most of the siding on the house is new, and you've got these cool doors in the deck that are really for your landscaper. So your landscaper can come and access the backyard through the garage, so they actually never have to walk through your house. They go to the garage, come out to these doors, and take care of your yard. You'll notice that there are multiple spaces to entertain. You have seating area here, a couple of spaces here, and then you have your manicured yard, these beautiful mature trees and bushes that give you a ton of privacy back here. And then one of the perks about this house in particular is that the houses that are on this side are actually on the Visadero. They're not on Filbert, and so their backyard's back up to you, which means is you don't have a house next door to you on the right side. So it's almost like having a corner house, and then the fact that most people don't use the back ends of their garage gives you a little bit of privacy over here. So one of the perks about the particular location about this house. Now you can also access the backyard from your updated kitchen through one of the 2 sets of French doors that you've got. There's a window over here, so you get a ton of light into the kitchen. Here is a breakfast nook or eat-in area. You've got updated white cabinets that give you tons of storage. This is marble countertops. You've got a Wolf stovetop and oven, Sub-Zero fridge and freezer combo, Bosch dishwasher, and I always love when they add just a couple of glass cabinets that you can see in. I think that's always a nice touch in the kitchen. And then over here, you've got your wine storage, and then this door takes us to the garage, but let's actually go take a look at that. So this is not your typical garage in the city. Honestly, you're lucky if you get a 1-car garage, but this garage just so happens to be a 3-car garage. And honestly, you can probably squeeze 4 cars in here depending on the size of the cars. So you've got a ton of space down here, which is beautiful. And if you don't have that many cars, then obviously you can use it for storage space. Over here, you've got a wine cellar, more grapes that you can store. Obviously that's a plus. And this is the door that I was talking to you about earlier that will take you through the garage and up through the deck. And the cool thing is that this space actually gives you a lot more storage space if you need it. Now just between the kitchen and the stairs, you've got this powder room here. Now let's go upstairs and check out the bedrooms. Now this is the primary. You've got a ton of space in this room. It is actually 20 feet by 20 feet. You've got the king size bed over here. You've got sitting area over here. You've got a nook over here. There's just too much space that you have in this room. And the good thing is that all the rooms in this house are very similar to that. I just want you guys, I don't know if the words or the video does it justice, but you've got, it's just crazy amounts of space in this room. I swear to God, you almost can line up and run shuttles. Obviously, huge rooms are gonna be a big bonus. Now, over here, you've got hers and hers closets, fellas. You get it, you understand. She's gonna take up both of these. They're both walk-ins, but she's got them, I'm sure of it. And then you've got these bay windows that look out to your backyard. And then over here is a sunroom / office bonus space where you can hang out, chill, or get some work done, but there's windows all around, so that gets tons of light as well, and it's just a nice bonus space for you to have. And then obviously, no primary is complete without the ensuite. Now just across the hall is the other bedroom. This room is just a tad smaller than the other one. This is 18 by 20, but obviously a ton of space. This is on the street facing side or the north side of the house. You've got a walk-in closet over here, the built-ins here. Now this room is honestly gonna be your secondary primary. It's got an ensuite. It just doesn't have the space as the primary bathroom does. So it doesn't have a soaker tub, but it does have the shower and everything else that you need. One of the things that you'll notice in here is the stained glass. Similar to downstairs, you'll kind of find these pieces throughout the house. So there's actually 2 in this room. There's one here, and then there's also one in the bathroom in this room. I'm about to head up to the top floor, but on this floor, you've also got laundry. And then up here, we've got 2 flex rooms that we're gonna check out. Now, one of the things that I missed when I first came through this house was this stained glass at the top of the stairs. See, they kind of hit you with that throughout the house, kind of giving you splashes of that charm throughout, but you could almost miss it if you're not paying attention. Okay, now this room is staged as a bedroom. It has multiple closets, windows, so it really is another bedroom, but I also felt like this could be flex space. This could be kids' playroom or whatever you see fit. This room is 15 feet by 17 feet. So this too is large. You've got a couple of windows in here getting you good light, especially being on the top floor. And then this door actually leads out to the roof of the sunroom. And so there might be a possibility that you can actually add a terrace out here or something to that nature. Don't quote me on that. In between the 2 rooms, you've got another full bathroom, which is good to have on this floor. And then the last bedroom is 15 feet by 20 feet. This room does have a closet as well, so it could be a bedroom or whatever space you need it to be. You definitely get peeks of the bay. From here, you get some through this window, and you get some really good ones over here. One of the cool things about both of these rooms up here is that you'll notice these in both rooms. They put these in so that you can get heat and air up here because it's the hottest in these top rooms, especially when it gets a little bit warm. So you're able to run the air conditioner up here and keep this top floor cool. So a couple of things that I do want to bring up to you is earlier I mentioned how it already feels like in this home you're on corner lot. And a couple of other things to add to the area of this home is the fact that you're literally steps away from the Union Street corridor. You're just a few steps away from the Chestnut Street corridor, and the Presidio was just a couple of blocks away. So very conveniently located, being right here. One of the more desirable facts about this home in particular is that the 2600 block of Filbert is flat. And that's very uncommon for Cow Hollow neighborhood, being that it runs up a hill into Pack Heights. And so a lot of people love this particular block because of that. Another thing to note is that on this block in particular, that the neighbors are a very tight-knit group. There is an annual block party that they hold. Most of the people that have been here for a while. There's a couple of folks that moved in over the last few years, but everybody's friends with each other. It's a very good sense of community that you get being on this street that you don't necessarily see on other streets around here. So lots of character and charm, both inside and out, that give this home that warm and comfortable vibe. Huge shout out to my colleague and friend, Brad Coy, for getting us in here. Do not hesitate to reach out if you have questions about this property in particular or about the San Francisco real estate market in general. Of course, if you're thinking about making a move here in the city, my team and I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. Shoot us an email at kevin@kevinswanigan.com and let's make a connection that moves you. If you want to see more beautiful homes in San Francisco, click here. And if you don't want to miss another video, subscribe. Out.